daunting Bridgehampton circuit begins with the fearsome corner one. It's a leap of faith. Under the bridge, the ground drops away. Flat out at 150, you steer for the first invisible apex, the second blind apex, the suspension compressing hard on the exit. Commenting on the Bridgehampton circuit, England's Mike Spence.
It is a good driver's circuit. The course has every kind of corner in both directions, and it doesn't have any long straights, so it doesn't give us long to relax. We're working pretty hard the whole time.
And Denny Holm.
The big part is the big waves that it has in the circuit, and it's trying to throw the car from one side of the track to the other. Blind corners, after a while, we get used to and know exactly where to be on the right moment.
And John Surtees.
It gives the car a real sort of physical hammering, but speed as such is very, very important with this rather long straight here. And so engine performance and speed on that straight can make a considerable difference on lap times.
It's wet and windy as Hurricane Doria passes by offshore in the Atlantic Ocean. John Surtees back after a victory at last week's Italian Grand Prix. Dan Gurney, winner of last year's Bridgehampton Can-Am. Mario Andretti talks with his crew. The North American racing team has entered the 4-liter V12 Ferrari P3. It's to be driven by Italian Grand Prix ace Ludovico Scarfiotti. The Penske team, Vollmer and Donahue. Bridgehampton's unforgiving 2.8-mile track puts a lot of stress on the Can-Am machines. Suspensions get a lot of attention here. I prepare to head out in the Caldwell D7. Jim Hall Chaparral 2G. Bruce McLaren, a Can-Am visionary. Denny Holm, known as the Bear, Can-Am and Grand Prix ace, winner of 2 Grand Prix this year. Denny now leads the Formula One World Championship with 2 races to go. Denny wins the pole at the Bridgehampton Can-Am. Hurricane Doria has passed. Race day at the bridge is sunny. Jim Hall is in after a morning practice run, making final checks before the race. Bruce McLaren comments on this year's turnaround.
Well, I guess just briefly, we worked very hard. Getting beaten last year was about the best thing that could have happened to us in a way, because it got just everyone we had working as hard as they could go, and I guess this is the result. It's always, the further behind you get, the harder you work, and I would say that Jim Hall in particular is working very hard right now, and he's caught up a lot since Elkhart Lake, and it's up to us now to work as hard as we can to try and maintain our little advantage.
The drivers prepare for the race start. Dan Gurney climbs aboard his Lola. A pack of Group 7 cars heads out for the pace lap. The 30-car field releases a ground-shaking 15,000 horsepower. Pole sitter Holm blasts into the lead. Denny Holm plunges through the breathtaking corner 1. Bruce McLaren. Donahue. George Foamer, his rear tires smoking. Jim Hall. John Surtees. Peter Revson, out with suspension failure. John Cannon blows his engine on the long pit straight. Surtees spins on oil, but rejoins the race. Foamer right behind Hall, drafting. Foamer enveloped in a deafening blast from Hall's Chevy, diving inside for the pass. Bud Morley suffers suspension failure, but he's okay. Scarfiati's 4-liter Ferrari is in 11th place. Holm wins his second Can-Am. McLaren is next, Foamer third, Surtees fourth.